Hello everyone. The final test before the Europa League final at Stamford Bridge has concluded with a result that many had predicted. Manchester United started the game better, but as the match went on, Chelsea showed their determination to take all 3 points in the race for a UEFA Champions League spot, doing everything they could to protect their lead. This was not a match with too many standout moments, but the fact that United preserved their squad was enough to give fans some peace of mind. Now is the time to focus entirely on the Europa League final, because if they lose, the Red Devils could be facing their worst season in over 50 years. Before kickoff, head coach Ruben Amorim kept his promise by fielding almost the strongest lineup possible to face Chelsea. Key pillars like Harry Maguire, Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, and Amad Diallo were all present. This was Amorim's way of maintaining match sharpness for his players. Meanwhile, Chelsea, with high determination, handed a starting spot to young talent Tyreek George, replacing the suspended Nicholas Jackson. All other positions were filled by the best players available to manager Enzo Maresca. The match was therefore a genuine test of readiness ahead of next week's grand finale. Manchester United showed a more positive approach compared to their performance against West Ham, proving that Ruben Amorim's warnings had taken effect. The Red Devils even put the ball in the back of the net after a lovely finish by Harry Maguire, but VAR intervened and ruled it offside. After being pressed in the first half, Chelsea gradually regained control. In the 24th minute, Reece James nearly scored a stunner with a shot that hit the post. Just before halftime, Enzo Fernandez missed a close-range opportunity. In the second half, Chelsea increased the tempo after learning that Aston Villa had beaten Tottenham. Tyreek George tried to earn a penalty by diving, fooling referee Chris Kavanagh, but VAR overturned the call. Eventually, in the 71st minute, Reece James delivered a pinpoint cross for Marc Cucurella to head in the opening goal. For the remainder of the match, Chelsea held their lead tightly, while Manchester United struggled to create chances, and Ruben Amorim subbed off many of his starters to protect them for the Europa League final. This loss did not significantly affect the Premier League standings, but it further highlighted the disastrous nature of United's season. Still maintaining a fit squad is a positive sign ahead of the trip to San Mamés to face Tottenham in the Europa League final. Now let's join Unitedverse in breaking down the key takeaways from the match. First, let's look at the post-match comments. Coach Ruben Amorim told BBC Sport, "I think we started well, but in the second half, the whole team needed to be a bit more aggressive. We approached the match the right way, though we were a bit unlucky today. This performance was different from how we started other games. We showed clear intent. Manchester United applied pressure but lacked focus and conceded. We have 5 days to prepare for the Europa League final, including 2 days of rest and 2 training days. In the end, I've assessed all players, and I think they're fine. We're happy to be playing in the final. The pressure is big, but I like that because it helps us prepare better." Meanwhile, Enzo Maresca shared his surprise. "I was quite confident, because I knew how Manchester United would play. I've seen many of their matches with their strongest team, but today I was a bit surprised by how quickly they pushed forward and caused problems early on. Regardless, we played an excellent game, kept our fighting spirit, maintained pressure, and deserved the win. For me, the issue lies with your media. People think this is the Chelsea of old, but that's not true. I don't think we've spent more than other clubs. What matters is building something special. Everyone needs to believe in the team because we're heading in the right direction." As for the Man of the Match award, even though Manchester United did not win, Amad Diallo earned praise. In a game where the team created few chances, the individual efforts of number 16 stood out. He is expected to shine in the upcoming Europa League final. Unitedverse also identified several concerns. First is Rasmus Højlund. As the season nears its end and Ineos begins its squad overhaul, the striker position clearly tops the list of priorities after Højlund's continued underwhelming performances. Against Chelsea, the Danish forward was ineffective, nearly conceding a penalty with a handball and struggling in finishing hold-up play and combinations. Some fans even joked that pushing Harry Maguire up front might have been more effective. This may mark the end of Højlund's time at Old Trafford, even if he scores in the Europa League final. Next is Victor Lindelöf. With injuries depleting the backline, Ruben Amorim has had to use the Swedish centre-back more often. But Lindelöf continues to demonstrate why he has not been offered a contract extension. His unsafe clearances, poor positioning, weak duels, and unstable mentality have made him a liability. Manchester United desperately need Matthijs de Ligt and Lenny Yoro to return in time to join Harry Maguire in forming a solid backline in front of Andre Onana. Another notable issue is the ongoing struggle to change the club's culture. After the West Ham match, Amorim openly said that many players had lost their fighting spirit, treating losses as normal and choosing when to give full effort. Against Chelsea, the team started with more urgency, but eventually reverted to their disjointed and sloppy ways. Amorim remains committed, but clearly rebuilding a winning culture will require time. Finally, Ruben Amorim's high-risk gamble paid off, at least for now. While Tottenham rested key players against Aston Villa, Amorim went with his strongest lineup against Chelsea. The risk was there, but after the final whistle, no new injuries occurred. However, if United run out of steam or lose the final, this decision will surely come under further scrutiny. Meanwhile, the final round of the Premier League is becoming extremely tense. Chelsea will face Nottingham Forest, while Aston Villa visit Old Trafford to play Manchester United. If the Red Devils win the Europa League, they will enter the final round in high spirits. But if they lose, the match against Villa becomes a battle for pride, a moment where Amorim and his players must prove themselves to the fans. Therefore, United may hold the key to determining not only their own fate, but also the outcome of the top 5 race. Unitedverse will continue to provide the latest updates on squad fitness and preparations for the big showdown at San Mamés. Stay tuned,